and James Warren Flaming Eagle Mooney of the Oklevueha Band of Seminole Indians, an elder medicine man of Oklevueha Native American Church. And we have gathered here at this particular time. Trinity, will you please tell us the date?
Today is December 10th, 2015.
I confirm that. I would like each and every one of you, starting with Trinity, to give your name and the reason you're here. And that means you too, Keegan. Okay? So we'll start with Trinity.
Thank you. My birth name is Christopher de Guzman. I go by Trinity de Guzman. And I am here because I have dedicated my life to serving others in their healing and their awakening, and to coming more and more fully into the divine remembering of who they really are, so that they can not only know this truth from the mind as a mental concept, but so that they can live this truth every day of their lives. Live from that gratitude, that joy, that love, that purpose that is automatic with knowing who we are.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Next person, please.
My birth name is Mark Shackman, otherwise known as Kamuja Banyan Tree, which means one who flies eagle, condor, and hummingbird together. And I'm here to share the heart, the medicine of the heart energy medicine, to teach through example to others, to my family, community, the human family and community, our people, how to live, be happy, live free, to speak our truth, to have the courage to live the lives that we were born to live, to dream big and to live that dream, to bring the feminine energy back into this world in balance through feeling, through the moon, through the water, and be the voice, be an instrument, a conduit, a channel for our ancestors to speak and voice that wisdom and that truth to all of us. And in that, serve to the best we can be as a one people. Aho.
Aho.
Keegan, if you would share.
My name is Keegan McKay Pence. I'm here to assist in every way that I can with the universal and personal and institutional movement towards truth, towards true expression, and towards freedom.
Aho.
Aho. Okay, ladies, I'm not going to tell which one should go first. You can decide all of that yourself.
Go first.
Okay.
All right. My name is Brittany Anglin. I'm here to help others align with their authentic self. I'm here to continue aligning with my most authentic self, my highest good, I want to inspire other people to push themselves outside of their comfort zones. I would like to be a part of a community that helps empower other people and shares love and light with each other and allow each other to just be without hindering anybody. I would like for us all to be able to just express ourselves whenever, however, and for us all to accept each other. Aho.
Aho.
My name is Morgan Quinta, and I'm here to help people as much as I can, help them to remembering that we all here for something. Everything is writing, and I just want to bring joy and peace to the world, to all the being, to nature, to the animals, and just to be happy and free. I hope.
Aho.
I'm Ishika Aziz. I'm here because I want people who have lost faith in their respective religions to connect with spirit again, connect with spirit in general. And I also want to help heal people who've been through trauma and abuse, and I know this is the way.
Aho.
Aho.
Oh, I like that. Right to the basic issues of things. That's good. Okay. Keegan, what part of the code of ethics seemed to talk to you the most?
Inspiration and change. The knowledge that working with this medicine, working with these sacraments that we work with, bring about changes, bring about the desire for change in the people who work with them and who experience them, and the need for that change to be brought about in a way that is holistic with the needs of the greater world, in the earth itself, in the earth herself.
Okay. All right. Yeah, your organization, Keegan, I'm still with you, Keegan. Your organization has really gone through some real interesting challenges in the last week or so. Am I correct?
Yes.
Some of the people have really said some really very uncomplimentary things about your organization. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to ask you something. I want you to think about it. How do you feel about those people?
I feel in large part that the people who've had the most negative things to say have not really seen what we are doing, and who we are that's doing it. I think they've been responding to an idea of us that, in my view, isn't really the full picture. And I mean, towards some of those people, I feel a sadness that it may not be possible for an understanding to be there. But for others, I feel like an excitement that, especially with the efforts that we've put in with your help, that that image can be positively changed, and a more positive relationship can be formed with them.
Okay. Oh.
Aho.
Aho.
Okay, Morgan. What part of the code of ethics spoke to you?
Number 5 was. I like.
Pardon me, I couldn't hear you.
The code of ethnic number 5, which allowed everyone to join the community, like even with the color of skin, the race, if you're a man or woman, everyone can be one, and I really like this part. Yeah. That's the one who inspired me the most, and Yeah, I really love that. Thank you for it.
Okay. Uh-huh. Good.
Oh,
Let me ask you something,
Sure.
Morgan. What nationality are you?
I'm French.
French, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, they sure have been through some stuff lately, haven't they?
oh,
Jesus.
bless.
My heart goes out to those.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Okay. And Keegan, what nationality are you?
Originally from the States, of French, Irish, and German descent.
French, Irish, and German. Okay, cool. All right. All right. Let's see. Trinity. What part of the code of ethics seemed to touch you the most?
Code of ethics number 9,
Or,
which is
oh,
is attraction through service, first and foremost. And not through advertising, not through proselytizing. And that resonated with me the most because I've come from a background where advertising and convincing was what it was all about. And I resonate with that so deeply. And I know that the people who are meant to be experiencing this medicine will. And I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. I'm just here to serve, to educate, to help people to understand who we are, why we're doing this, and what's now available to them. And service, just telling stories, and just sharing from our hearts.
oh.
Oh.
So what do you feel about all the people that have said some horrible things about you people? Just so that the 6 of you know, about 4 or 5 days ago, I mean, I'm working on my inflatable fishing boat, and I happen to go have a telephone call by the person that controls our Facebook pages. And from that moment, for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm inundated probably with about 1,000 different requests to go after you guys. Okay? It's the horrible things that you could possibly say about people, in all reality. And I got to say something to you. All of those things were like water on a duck's back to me. And the reason why? When I started doing this work, they did the same thing. To the point, I was arrested and propagated for 5 years as the biggest dope dealer in the state of Utah. So, what people say about you, in my mind, has more to say about them than it does about you.
Oh.
Okay? So I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about those people?
Thank you. The first thing that comes to mind is I just have nothing but love for them. I have nothing but gratitude to them for everything that has transpired from those comments has led to this connection we share, to this meeting, to this blessing that we're receiving, and to showing us certain aspects of our organization, certain aspects of how I was personally going about doing things that were out of alignment. And I humbly receive the feedback that people have been, sending our way, and grow from it. I learn from it, I grow from it, I realign everything to be much more reflective of the values that we are all about. And so I have nothing but gratitude and love to them. And it also shows me that the dire need and the urgency of this medicine in the world. Because even in spiritual communities, quote unquote, there's so much anger, hatred, criticism, and finger pointing towards us in a negative manner. And when I believe everything of what it means to be spiritual is all about the highest virtues of love, of gratitude, of non-judgment, of compassion, of support, of cooperation. And it really inspires me to share this message even louder and further than we originally were.
You know, thank you for those comments, and I really appreciate those. When I was doing ceremonies, about 3 a day, 4 days a week, sweat lodges on Friday, and then a teepee ceremony on Saturdays, and I did that for years. I had a reputation of being called the Roto-Rooter man, meaning that I was not very gentle. Okay? The ordeal that you people have been going through for the last few days, I would have to say, been pretty rigorous. Am I correct?
Yes.
I guess I've got that reputation of Roto-Rooter man, but it's a little bit more gentle. I'm using a little bit better techniques, but I got to tell you, you guys really have stood up and really done the job. Or else we wouldn't be here. And I think I told you that right from the beginning.
Thank you.
Oh.
And the reason that you did so much and that you respected it and honored it and excelled at that told me the character of who you are. You humbled yourself. I mean, you did some things that, and got things accomplished that would take almost weeks for a lesser spiritual to accomplish. And that's a fact. Okay? I want you to know I am honored to be associated with you people. Okay?
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Mark. What code of ethics did you spoke to you the most?
Actually, there was two. Am I allowed to have two?
Huh? Go ahead, do two.
Okay, thank you.
You get extra.
The statement on vulnerability stood out to me. Why? Because I feel that's one of the huge parts of our culture, our human culture, that I feel we fall down on the most. Always wanting to be the strong one. Nothing touches us. We can't, there's this, idea that men can't cry in some cultures. It shows weakness. And really, I've come to learn through my journey, through my own experiences, is that actually is the opposite case. To show your weakness is to show your strength. To show your vulnerability is where we really allow the heart to shine. And that's when I've always felt most connected to spirit and myself and others as a whole, is when I'm in that state of vulnerability. Just to speak my truth and not pretending that I'm not afraid. We're all afraid. It's a human condition. It's meant to be there for a reason. Anyone who says they're not afraid is lying to themselves, because they feel that shows weakness. But I've seen that it's very healthy to to be our true human capacity to love when we can be vulnerable to others and show that vulnerability in front of others.
Mark, I gotta say something to you.
Sure.
I agree with everything that you said, but I'd like to put a little clarity on it. There are people that are not afraid, and those people are so detached from who they are. They're detached from the idea that they're afraid. They're detached from the thing that they believe that their actions have no really consequences. They're just doing what they need to do. And that's one of the negative aspects the business world is that as long as you're getting profit, the end will justify the means. And those people are numb to the emotional feelings and the spirit of other people. The only people that I know that seem to have a blockage to that are women. They seem to have this insight of intuition that they put all those things aside. Not to say they don't have their challenges, which they do, but the purity of a woman's intentions and inspirations, if a man does not listen to them, he's going to be in big trouble.
Thank you for saying that. Oh my God.
I agree.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Thank you.
People will say, "Oh, you did so much beautiful things and stuff." Wasn't me. My wife.
Oh.
For me, it was a game. Believe me, it was a game. You play football, people get hurt. Just the name of the game. Okay? But for a woman and a mother, oh my gosh. To have people threaten that they're going to take her children away and put her in prison for the rest of her life. And when they came to her to plea bargain, 3 times they did. She stood up and said, "No, we haven't done anything wrong." And then she whispered to me, "I have faith in you, James, that you did. You crossed all your I's and dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. And thank God I did." So I admonish you 3 men, keep your hearts open up to how the women are persuading you, because they don't do it in ways that we do. They're more behind the scenes, and they don't want any. They're just there. They're the people that are endowed with mastering unconditional love. If you have any doubts, watch them in how they take care of children and babies. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I go into shopping centers and I'll find a place to sit and just watch mothers. And I see them with 2 and 3 kids, one in a push cart, 2 of them hanging onto her skirts and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I would go freaking nuts with that kind of issue. But no, they're there. They're there. So I got to say to you guys, keep an open heart to the women. And if you do that, everything will work out beautiful for you. I guarantee you. Oh. Yeah, one more. Mark, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I had the other one. It was the statement on other approaches, which resonated with me in the sense of there's no right or wrong. There's no one way. There's no one path that works the same for every one of us. It's our own journeys, unique journey. And I really like the point of saying that the Native American Church welcomes all of these tools to explore and to discover our truth, our spirituality, of what that means, of who we really are. And that's so important for our world, not to be closed, to be open, to always learning and moving forward. It never ends. It's infinite, this journey. And as soon as we close ourselves off, it might work for us in 1 minute, but the next minute is different moment. Things change, evolve all the time. And so just as we get to that place, it changes again. So I really loved, and I really wanted to emphasize that in this ceremonial call, is really that openness to embrace all religions, all faiths, all peoples, all cultures, black, white, grey, blue, green. We're all one. And that's all I wanted to say. Aho.
Aho.
I got to tell you, I'm really blown away by your little presentation on that. Guys, tradition doesn't run you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? When people say, well, this is how it's taught, and if you don't do it this way, you're going to go to hell. I mean, give me a break. What really is going on right at that time, that should be going on in my mind and my heart, is what does the Spirit want me to do? And I got to tell you, I've been in so many ceremonies where the Spirit tells me what to do, and I said, hell no, I'm not going to do that. And it takes me about an hour and a half, and finally I succumb, and I do it. And every time it's worked out phenomenal. Every time. Not once. I mean, every time. Not just once, every time. Okay? God bless you. Thank you for your forgiveness. All right. Brittany.
Yeah. I'm going to
Did you already
say...
do what you did? Huh?
What were you saying?
Oh, I'm out. I got to do...
Oh.
Okay, who's the next one?
I'll go next since I started talking already. I feel like
Okay.
it was all very valid, everything that was said in the commandments. I'm going to say that number 3 stood out most to me, and the reason why is because I'm looking back on my life and how I think about my grandmother and how she inspired me to just go for anything possible. And she was always there to be the first one to push me to do anything, drawing or singing or just grow in general. And having that love from somebody saying that you can do anything and not ever allowing myself to be crushed by maybe the way society kind of says, okay, you can do it, but you can only do so much. She was always the one person to say, Brittany, go for it. If you just need to listen to yourself. And I appreciate that every day, and I want to help people see that through inspiring other people, you can change yourself a lot. I was just talking to a friend and saying how I found somebody who's really inspirational, and I want to be able to be a part of that energy, and that will be helpful to my change or my personal growth. I think that's important for us all on some level, to be brave enough to do what we want for ourselves. Aho.
Oh.
Aho.
Tell me, what nationality are you?
I am African American.
What? Okay, good. Trinity, what are you?
Did you ask me?
Trinity, what nationality are you?
I'm Filipino Spanish.
Yeah. What's your nationality?
Filipino and Spanish.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We have one more, right?
Okay, I'm Ishika, and I liked when I first originally read the Code of Ethics. The one about no abuse being tolerated really spoke to me. So I'm gonna go with those 3: consent, vulnerability, and abuse. It's very important to me because I come from a region where most people cannot even grasp the idea of abuse. Women get raped; they were asking for it. Things like that. Some people are actually living with thinking processes that work that way. And even in the Amazon, there are cases where this medicine is served and rare cases where it's not used properly, and we are providing a service as professionals, and we have to respect that people are going to go into altered states of consciousness, and that we respect them and no abuse is tolerated at all. Yeah. That really spoke to me. It's like,
Okay, Ishka, what nationality are you?
I'm from Bangladesh.
From where?
Bangladesh. It's beside India. It's a small country.
That's what I thought. Oh boy. You were born there?
Uh-huh.
God bless you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Because I do have some inkling of what you've been through. And God bless you for being where you are now. And
Thank you so much.
my prayer is that nobody messes with you ever again, girl. That's where I'm at. God bless you.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Okay, have I'm 72 years, or I'm going to be 72 years old. Have I missed anybody yet?
No.
No, I think you've got everybody.
Yeah. Say something. Huh?
You got everybody.
Yeah, you got us all.
I said you got everybody.
Okay, good.
You're not as old as you think.
Good. Maybe I'm regaining some of my other things. You know, all these, when you get old, you know, these things start to go. You know, your sex drive, and your hearing, and your eyesight, and the other one I can't remember what it is. That sort of thing, you know, just the way it is sometimes. And I personally love it, though. I love getting older. Oh my gosh, it is like heaven on earth for me. I see my little grandkids just coming in, and I know they're safe. I just tickles me pink. I'll never forget. I kind of what's the word for it? I'm really not very active, or I'm not really. I'm a recluse in reality, and so we have our grandkids and their children over here, and I've got a bunch of grandkids and a bunch of children, and I'm usually in my bedroom and watching something. And about a year or so ago, all of a sudden my bedroom door opened up, and we have about 20 people out in the house and doing things and kids and stuff, and all of a sudden this door opens up, my bedroom door, and we call her Boo. Her name is Aaliyah. She's part Navajo, and she just opened up the door, crawled up on my bed, tucked her head underneath my armpit, and went to sleep. I'm going to tell you, that changed my entire world. And I read your material, Trinity, about family. You're right on, man.
Mark wrote that.
Right on. Mark did? Oh my gosh, Mark. You're about ready to let him take all the credit for that? Oh my God. Mark. What a man of integrity Trinity is. I was given all kinds of accolades for that. That's fantastic, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay. That's really fantastic. So, I have something else I'm supposed to ask you people, and I have no idea what that is. So I'm going to just sit back and smoke a little bit and pray and see what that is. Okay? You just bear with me. Does anyone, or will anyone talk about one of the elements that is scrolled at the bottom of our screen of almost every page of our website? Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I'm saying that? About
Yes.
these words that
Yeah.
are scrubbed at the bottom?
I'd love to.
Okay. All right. Will you please pick one of those words that speaks to you the most?
The word that speaks to me the most is honor. And it's the reason that that speaks to me the most is because of the only reason that we are able to do this right now. That we're gathered here, people from England, Bangladesh, Africa, France, the Philippines, Irish, Scottish, like to share in America this medicine that brings us together is because of our Native American roots, regardless of what our blood is. We all are rooted and connected in the same heart with the Native Americans that are from this land. And it is only because of them that we are able to do this, giving honor to the people who made this a possibility, to people like you, honoring and giving deepest credence to you for what you've stood for in your life, the trials and tribulations that you faced being accused and sentenced with multiple life sentences, you and your wife, and being able to, get through that. And not just get through that, but get through that in a way where you're now able to share this legal freedom that you've been able to acquire with those who you feel are worthy of your blessing, whose intentions are right. I give honor to the people like Jeffrey Bronfman, the founder of the United States branch of the UDV, and for everything he's done to invest into preserving the Native American culture, tradition, lineage, and ceremonies. I give honor to all of the Native Americans who have died for this to happen right now. All of the Native Americans who were basically extinguished, and with all that happened from the US government to basically kick the Native Americans out of their own land through killing them, and the torture and the pain and the blood that was shed in order for us to be here today, to have this conversation, to share these ceremonies. It's only because of them that we can do this. And give honor to my teachers who have shared with me everything that I know about this medicine path, who have taught me everything that I know, who I studied with in Peru, in Tarapoto, in the jungles. The people that, took my hand, literally and figuratively, to show me this path, show me how powerful it is, and show me the deep need and importance for this to be shared and perpetuated with the world. Giving honor to the spirit of Mother Ayahuasca, of Father San Pedro, of all of these plant teachers, these sacraments, these spirits. We honor them first and foremost with the deepest reverence and gratitude for what they are here to do for us and what they are doing for us as a whole, as a collective, for me personally in my life, and for what I know they are here to do for us as a collective. I give honor to the spirits of this land, to the animals, to the mountains, to the trees, to the river, to the rain, giving honor to all the spirits that make this all possible, that protect us and watch over us. And only with them, only with your support, only with all of this gratitude first and foremost, is this all possible.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
If you, Keegan, everybody, get your glass of water, please, or your water.
I'm going to share one.
And Will, take a drink of that and pass it around to each person. This sacred smoke here, you'll be receiving that with your paperwork. Your paperwork will probably be given to you in probably get to you within a week, hopefully within a week. But you have a video of this. I have a video of this. You can post it on your website, do whatever you like to do with that. But that is a testimony. But you will get a document that's notarized by me stating that you're an Oklevueha Native American Church, Ayahuasca Healings. And I proclaim from the Spirit that is invested in me and the responsibilities I have, you are an Oklevueha Native American Church, independent branch, that is to go around the world. This is a movement of indigenous spirituality that will affect the entire world. Oklevueha's major objective is to protect people of goodly hearts that want to serve their fellow human beings. That is our number one objective. And number two is we will do everything in the world to make you highly successful. Uh-oh.
Oh.
God bless you.
Recording has stopped.
Thank you, Yasin.
All right,
Uh-huh.
guys. God bless you. Go do good work. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Ha ha.
How?
Yay!